Live. I think we're live. Are we alive, Boris? Boris, are we alive? Huh? Are we? I mean, are we alive? I don't even know. What's up, guys? It's day 11 of this insane thing I'm doing. This leverage challenge situation. I don't even know what I was getting myself into when I started this thing. I don't even. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's opening up so many opportunities for me to be aware of my surroundings, what's going on, what I'm doing, and I've noticed so many different problems that I completely dismissed. I completely dismissed them as important. Completely, absolutely. Things like social media, how much I'm on it. Things like meditation and relaxation. Not meditation like some religious like sitting for 10, 15 minutes at a time and contemplating life, examining my skin with my mind, like thinking about my skin and my body, areas where there's pain, periods of time since the last time I've meditated that were difficult or hard. And then through guided meditation, I basically go into those moments. I don't run from them. I go into them mentally, and I don't allow my brain to do what it wants to do. I tell my brain, no, it's okay, calm down, like, we're gonna be good. Like Kendrick said, K-Dot said it, Kung Fu Kenny, it's gonna be good, we're gonna be all right. So that's what you need to tell your mind. You need to tell your mind, you need to remind your mind of who the heck is the boss, who's got the situation under control, who's good and who's not. You tell your mind. You don't let your mind tell you. You remind your mind in those difficult, trying moments. It's good. We're good. Don't worry about it. We're good. You know, it's good. Don't worry about it. We're good. It's good. Don't worry about it. We're good. It's good. You know, you're doing great. It's good. Now, there's a lot of value in what I'm talking about, but it's also really scary. It can be extremely terrifying. When you're thinking about trying to dig into emotions, feelings, moments, events that you've never done before, it can bring tears. I recently had some experiences with some of my very close friends, having some very intimate moments of meditation together, where we sit in a room and we listen to this gentleman talk about the very same things I'm talking about. His name is Mark Williamson, or Williams. He's got a Spotify following. I'm sharing the link several times to several of my friends, but I can share it again. You just look on Spotify under 10-minute guided meditation, and I'm sure you'd find something. But the moral of the guided meditation, the idea of the guided meditation for me at least, has been, my mind wanders, and that's one of the things he actually talks about. He goes, if you have a mind, it wanders. And as much as you realign your mind on the thoughts that you want it to think on, it will wander. So it's not a matter of you have a bad mind because it wanders while you're trying to meditate. It's a matter of your mind will wander, and when it does, lovingly, kindly guide it back to whatever you're thinking about. In my case, it's generally my breath, my breathing. And connecting with the feeling and the sensation of that breath coming in and going out. It's extremely calming. It's ridiculously calming. I'm not kidding at all. It can make you make your mind do what your mind never done before, right? I've heard of people talking about how, man, I have meditated for the first time, never meditated before, sat and meditated with a friend in an intimate setting in a room, and I could almost feel like I was observing my own body from another perspective, right? And I was like, wow, like outside of your body? Yeah, man. He was like, especially when the point came where it was like, you know, examine your idea. There's large masses of people that say that if you pray, if you say these special words and these special utterances in this special way, you could get special things. Like if you talk to the sky and then say gigantic, huge masses of human beings around the world who say that if you say a special group of words in a special way, that special things will happen. It's just kind of crazy talk. It's just kind of nuts. It's not, right? That's the other idea, is that maybe it's not nuts, and maybe it's actually right. Maybe it's good. Maybe they're exercising their freedoms the way that they should, and I'm exercising my freedoms in the way that I should, and that's good. Whoa, potholes. Holy crap. If you were listening earlier, I did a podcast from the VNR Omaha page in regards to potholes in Omaha and how absolutely atrocious it is to try to drive through the city of Omaha with the potholes. Because when I was deployed, that was a tough thing, man. Because you had to avoid the potholes. You had to fight against them. And in order to fight against them, you had to drive all over the place. You had to drive left, you had to drive right, and it was tough. It was hard. Then, in combat. Now, no combat, super tough. For real, super tough. Because everything looks like an IED. Real talk. Everything looks like an IED on the road. Pieces of trash. And then there's a large number of vagrants here in Omaha as well. So some of these vagrant populations, they tend to sort of come in close, which in a convoy you don't do that. you get kicked from the guy up there. There's a guy up there in the turret, and he'll come around and he'll kick people that get too close. I know that sounds atrocious, but we're not. This isn't, what I was talking about, war. This wasn't downtown Omaha, okay? This wasn't, Midtown, 50th and Farnham. This was, this was northern Kirkuk, up in the northern Kurdistan border in Iraq. Anyway, whatever. War's stupid. War's a bunch of stupidness. I hate it. Regardless, if you're listening this long, that means you are bored. For sure bored. But it's okay. You can be bored. Visit timothylocklear.com. It's a website sort of thing that I'm working on trying to develop. I've got some design work out there. I need to update it. I've got a bunch of graphics for each one of these days for this leverage challenge, which is what this is about. The idea that we're leveraging one thing to get another. So I'm going to use the pry bar of pain and submission on my brain and body in order to achieve change, real and tangible, actual change. And it's already starting to occur in real ways, and that's not just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It's real. There's real documented changes that people in my life have noticed as a result of these changes, and it's good. And a lot of my homies are jumping on. They're like, dude, what do I do? How do I do this? This is dope. What are you doing? Man, you talking about some crazy drug? That's what somebody at the dojo asked me that. I was doing some jiu-jitsu, which is part of the challenge, is doing challenge. Doing 8 minutes. Doing meditation every day, 10 minutes. Prayer every day, 10 minutes. This really is a challenge. I'm being conscientious about what I'm doing. They're like real talk. Like, I miss you. Just like, I'm right here, you sucker. I've been here. Bah! I've been here. I've been here. And they were like, no, you haven't, man. You've been absent, bro. Here, you've been gone. So I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Okay, anyway. No, but for real though, I'm in my ways. Stay and check out veterans4naturalrights.org. It's an organization, nonprofit that I work with. They do some pretty cool stuff. We do some pretty great things for veterans to help them gain legal and legitimate access, safe access to medicine, resources, data, information, all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out. It's worth checking out. You're beautiful people. You matter in ways that I'm sure many of you don't feel like you deserve. let yourself feel loved. That's your challenge today.